Another very important aspect for the first year is the first year electives. GTU has a highly flexible choice-based credit system, which includes electives even at the first and second year. To brief about these, I now present Professor Priya Mahajan ma'am. She is the coordinator for the first year elective courses. Dr. Priya Mahajan is a professor in the Electrical Energy Engineering Department. She has been in academics and research field for more than 20 years. As a faculty, she is involved in many administrative assignments and is presently also responsible for the first year as the central timetable in charge. Over to you, madam.
Thank you, dear Anamika, for a nice introduction and a very warm good afternoon to respective deans, heads, my colleagues, and my dearly newly admitted students and their proud parents. Dear students, at the outset, please accept my heartiest congratulations on your brilliant performance in different competitive exams, which make you fulfill your dream of studying in DTU. Today is the last day, and in fact, this is the last session of your orientation induction program. Till now, you must have gained a lot of insight into the DTU vibrant life, along with the academics and disciplinary do's and don'ts expected from you. Monday onwards, your classes will start in online mode. We have tried our best that physical distancing, that's the need of the hour, should not affect the quality of education that we are providing. And also, you should not get overly stressed owing to the prolonged use of digital devices. Keeping in mind these factors, first year timetable is prepared in such a way such that you should not need to sit continuously for long hours, and there should be break of 2 or 3 hours. Further, we have also tried that online screen time should not exceed 5 to 6 hours per day. I am really thankful to my team members, Ms. Anamika Chauhan, faculty in IT department, Dr. Bhavnesh Jayant, Ms. Ankita Arora, who both are faculty in the electrical engineering department, for their valuable support in preparing the timetable as per our desired need. My dear students, you have really worked very hard to achieve your goals, and I am sure many of you may have given up your passion, that may be your sports, music, dance, literature, to pursue your dreams. So our university has adopted a credit-based choice system policy which ensure that the student can continue or take their hobby or passion a step forward. Choice of foundation electives is one of the steps in that direction only. Today, my theme of the talk is to convey you about the scope, rules, and regulation of foundation electives. I have prepared a small presentation to explain the features of FECs. Our university has adopted the CBCS guidelines. As per the CBCS guidelines, all the courses that are being offered in a particular degree program, they are classified into the three categories, that is core courses, electives, and the foundation courses. The foundation courses can again be categorized as compulsory foundation course and elective foundation courses. Compulsory foundation courses are the courses that form the base of any engineering branch, and we will be covering these courses in the first year itself. Another aspect of the foundation courses are the elective foundation courses, commonly known as FECs in our university. It is true that much of your intellectual development happens to a great extent in conventional curriculum, but various other aspects of your personality, whether it's emotional development, social skill development, or physical development, happens by engaging yourself in various activities that are beyond the limits of your core course curriculum. Choice of FECs provides you that opportunity. So some of your basic features of FECs are these foundation elective courses. They are generic in nature. They are supposed to be uh, value based and are aimed at man making education. Each foundation elective course is of 2 credits, and student has to earn 8 credits from the FECs. So this means each student has to complete 4 foundation elective courses in first and second year. So he or she will have to take one foundation elective course in each of the first, second, third, and the fourth semesters. So this is the basket of 54 foundation electives that have been prescribed by the university. We continue adding new courses and updating our list as per the need of the day. So as you can see, in fact, FEC 53, that is Communicative Hindi, was added last year only, keeping in mind the communication problems faced by our international students. This course is offered only to the international students. Similarly, last semester, we added another innovative course on negotiation and leadership as FEC 54. The detailed curriculum of each FEC is provided in the university brochure. Now, if you closely look at the FEC list, both from 1 to 54, you can observe that these courses are very diverse in nature. A student who has an interest in literature can take appreciation of poetry and prose, appreciation of fiction. Any student who wants to learn a new language can learn French, German, or Japanese. Another student may love sports and can choose accordingly. Some students who are interested in social work can take extension and outreach activity as their choice of FPCs, where they are motivated to go and teach to needy students and carry other social work. Similarly, a student who has a knack in business can take entrepreneurship exploration. A student who registers for this course will be given a seed money of up to rupees 10,000 to start a small business. This will help you in realizing your entrepreneurship potential. In fact, the opportunities and options are plenty. Only thing is you have to be very careful while choosing your electives, keeping in mind your taste and inclination. The university is providing you an excellent platform to explore more about your strength, interest, and abilities. Please use this golden opportunity carefully. Okay, now this is the regarding the teaching and evaluation scheme for foundation electives. So as you can see, FECs are broadly classified in 3 types. A few FECs like sports, yoga, music, they are 100% practical based and evaluated accordingly. They are given 4 hours slots per week. So this is the last scheme, that is for your practical based courses. Similarly, many FECs like language and literature courses are 100% theory courses and are covered in 2 hours per week. So this is your first column row that is explaining it. Some courses like engineering exploration needs both theory and practical and hence have 1 hour theory and 2 hours practicals per week. The evaluation scheme and corresponding grading system is already explained by Professor Madhusudan Sir, Dean Undergraduate Studies, in the morning session. So these are the policies that are adopted to run the FECs. These courses are run together for BTech and B Design first year and second year. So the classes for FECs for this session will start in January 21 along with the second year. To give the maximum choice to choose, the maximum choice to choose the desired FEC, the slots of FECs are fixed and no other classes are held during those FEC slots that you must have already observed in your timetable. The corresponding time slots are Tuesday and Thursday, morning 8 to 10 a.m. And evening 4 to 6 p.m. The list of your offered FECs from the prescribed list, normally we are offering around 30 to 35 FEC in each semester. It would be displayed on the DTU website soon. So please be careful in choosing the FECs, as I already told you, as a general rule. Once you choose any FEC, they are not allowed to change. So that's all from my side. If you have any query related to the timetable and foundation elective, you can contact this email. So again, congratulations once again to all of you and all the best wishes for your future. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure that the students will pay heed to your advice and choose wisely. As a very tumultuous year comes to an end, this testing time, with most of us working and studying from home, has given us a big lesson in priorities and balance in life. But more than that, I believe, is a sense of community, something that we at DTU stand to celebrate and symbolize. And I assure all the freshers that though far apart, you are now a part of the DTU family. In conclusion, I would like to express my gratitude to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, esteemed guests, Shri Maneet Gohil, Shri Tashwinder Singh, Shri K. Shri Ram, Shri Rajkumar Rishi, Shri Arun Gupta, Professor Dinesh Singh, Professor I.K. Bhatt, Mr. Rajat Sood, and Professor Vaidyanathan for their valuable time. I also express my thanks to respected deans, registrars, sir, HODs of different departments, senior professors, colleagues, and all the organizing committee members, and also any individual that was involved in any way in this making this program a success. Lastly, I wish everyone a happy and safe new year in advance. Thank you.